that's the second time in 4 batters that Tim Timmons has rung up a D-backs hitter on a ball that was below the knees. It happened to Peralta to start the game, and that's twice now. Quickly, Torrey is out there, and he's been ejected.
Man, boy, there's some quick triggers in the early going for Major League umpires. Thin skin.
Now Torrey Lovullo. Did Molina? Something happened here. Both benches have emptied. Yadier Molina took exception to something that was said by Torrey Lovullo, and he tried to get at Lovullo, and home plate umpire Tim Timmons stepped in the way.
Well, Lovullo obviously said something about Yadier Molina. Maybe Molina is lifting the ball, perhaps. I think what Lovullo was doing was giving a backhanded compliment to Yadier Molina.
Listen to the folks. Yadi, Yadi, Yadi. Don't mess with Yadi, not here. We owe you a station break. And when they break up down there, then we'll break for the station break. And the manager now has Yadi trying to cool him down. Well, he got hot in a hurry, didn't he? I don't know what he said, but whatever he said, he got all the action he wanted out of the Cardinal catcher.
Once again, I don't know how Yadier stays in this ball game. He was clearly the instigator here. Bad pitch right there.
Molina will stay in the game.
I don't understand this at all.
Here's Nolan leading off in the 3rd inning. It'll be Arenado, Gonzalez, and Story against Perdomo. Here goes Nolan out to the mound. Look at this. And Nolan, wow. You just want to make sure people stay healthy down there. Find a way to break it up. There's still punches being thrown. Nolan had to have an idea that it may be coming, because 2 guys after last night, even though they were far from intentional, got hit. And that one had purpose. Perdomo's got to go. Nolan will be gone. And A.J. Ellis and Nolan still trying to get in it. Mark McGwire knows Nolan very well. This is not contentious. He's trying to calm him down. Carr goes in there. And it's still going in the middle now. I think that's Parra getting involved. And now Marquez. Cargo's now trying to make sure it's just today for Nolan. You don't want anything more than that.
Well, even Eric Hosmer's trying to calm down Nolan.
They're good friends also.
Very
Played
good
together
friends.
on Team USA during the WBC.
Like, we get it. Last night, you see an errant pitch hit Manny Margot, and he gets put in the hospital.
But it was not intentional.
It was unintentional.
And that ball was up. That's the thing. Spilly, you played a long time in the big leagues. It's one thing if you wear one around, on the hip, on the thigh, you understand it a little bit. But that was up above the shoulders, and that's why you saw the reaction in Nolan. And quite honestly, in that situation, I don't blame him. Look where this pitch is. Well, actually, I thought it was a little higher than that. But
the Rockies have had it. I mean,
they've had it. They're frustrated right now.
Yeah. Nolan's had it. Perdomo threw his glove straight at Nolan.
The thing you always worry about in these things is with so many big bodies flying around that somebody, twists an ankle, blows out a knee.
This could be hard for the umpires to sort.
And that's what they're doing right now. Both teams.
And there's a push bunt to third. They go to second. They'll get the force. And Wade reaches on the fielder's choice.
And now there seems to be some sort of dispute, and the benches are going to clear. Only words are exchanged, but the bench is clear nonetheless.
You know, we're looking at it here, and Holt takes the tag, and he went in and he spiked it. So Holt says something to Austin, and that's what happened. So, you know, Holt didn't do anything. He went in and he spiked him with his. He went in for a slide. I'm not saying he did on purpose, but he did.
Austin was that base runner at second base. Looked like he got a piece of Brock Holt. The bench is cleared after that. And that's why he gets drilled here, and he slams the bat. Now he's making a move, and here he comes on the run, and now fisticuffs as Kelly's being tackled and punches being thrown.
The bullpens are emptying, and the Red Sox and Yankees, for the second time tonight, have cleared the benches. First time there were no punches thrown. This time there were.
And now the skirmish spreads beyond Austin and Kelly. Although Austin still wants a piece of it.
Here's a look at Kelly. He's trying to get low as Austin's charging. So Austin goes down as he was trying to get to him, then gets back up and has him from behind. And that's when Judge gets involved as well.
Judge clearly trying to play peacemaker.
And then the one that got him right in the back, and that one's convinced that that was intentional. Slams the bat down and heads out to Kelly, throws the helmet down, and Kelly gets a couple of licks in, but then everybody starts to pile on Kelly. That's a looked like a rugby match. Boy. Kelly said, "Let's go."
Yeah, Joe said, "Come on."
He actually got him down on the ground, and then we just kind of lose sight of everybody.
Well, Kelly for sure has been ejected. Brian Johnson comes trotting in. Johnson threw the final 2 innings last night.
Phil Nevin has something to say to somebody in the Red Sox dugout. He had to be pulled away before, and now he's running up to the umpires, and he is really hot. Yankee third base coach Phil Nevin, and Marcus Timms is there, as well as Aaron Boone, and maybe they were notified of who was thrown out and they didn't like it, but Phil Nevin just ran all the way from the Yankee third base coaching box and ran right toward the umpires while also shouting into the Red Sox dugout. Oh, so Cora's saying, "Oh, take a walk," and I guess Phil Nevin didn't like that.
Austin was that base runner at second base. Looked like he got a piece of Brock Holt. The bench is cleared after that. And that's why he gets drilled here, and he slams the bat. Now he's making a move, and here he comes on the run, and now fisticuffs as Kelly's being tackled and punches being thrown. The dugout's emptying. Here come the bullpens again, and this time it's for real. Unlike the last time, punches and tackles, and we're going to see some ejections after this one. And the Red Sox and Yankees are at it again.
And then the one that got him right in the back, and that one's convinced that that was intentional. Slams the bat down and heads out to Kelly, throws the helmet down, and Kelly gets a couple of licks in, but then everybody starts to pile on Kelly. It looked like a rugby match. Boy. Kelly said, "Let's go."
Yeah, Joe said, "Come on."
He actually got him down on the ground, and
waiting for all the ejections. Mookie's still smiling. They're getting a kick out of this.
Now Nevin comes out. He's hot. He's still hot right now. He's going after the umpires right now. Maybe he got thrown out of the game. But now he's pointing to the Red Sox dugout.
Yeah. Tempers still quite high.
Yeah, who's Nevin pointing at? What's he want? So this could make for a very interesting,
Summer.
remaining.
Yeah.
What, 17 games after tonight?
17 after tonight.
That's
yeah.
all.
Two. Into right and a base hit. Dietrich will be sent by Freddie Gonzalez. Going to be a play on him, and he is out. bench is clearing, and look out, Wilson Contreras. He came sprinting out of the dugout. Unfortunately, everybody is going to be okay, and Starlin Castro playing around with his ex-teammates. Bullpens have emptied.
Yeah, this is just the protocol. Everybody's got to get in on it, but everything is calmed down. Everyone's exchanging pleasantries at this stage of the proceedings.
2-2. That ball's hit well. Deep to left field for Tim Anderson, and look out, waterfall. 1-0 Sox.
There's a fastball right down the middle, and he absolutely obliterated it.
That ball stayed up. It's whacked to left on a line and dropped by Garcia, his second drop of the doubleheader.
Well, he hit it hard, so the official score probably give him a base hit.
Bases are loaded here in the first.
And we have a problem out at second base.
Salvador Perez and Tim Anderson are jawing. Here comes Joe McEwing to break it up. The acting manager for the Sox gets in the middle of it to keep Salvador Perez away from his guy, and now they're coming running out of the bullpens. Everybody streaming onto the field. Remember, Tim Anderson's responsible for the lone run in this game, and here as he's crossing home on the long ball, Salvador Perez had a couple things to say to Tim Anderson.
I'm not sure what he could be unhappy about. All Tim was doing was pointing upstairs. I think Tim is saying, well, why are you mad at me? All I did was point upstairs. I wasn't pointing at you or your pitcher. And I think they probably will have solved things. There you go. No harm, no foul.
And he struck him out. So the leadoff walk does not hurt Garrett. He and Baez having a little conversation, and it's not all that friendly. And hang on, the benches are clearing. Rizzo right in the middle of it. And if punches haven't been thrown, we're real close to it.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive pushing and shoving in the middle of the scrum there. I didn't see one went down between Garrett and Baez.
Well, Garrett is a very confident guy, and one thing he does when he takes the mound, with his foot, he carves a big A on the mound, and there might have been a little stare down after Baez struck out.
It might have been, but Javi plays a game with a lot of flair too. So
Yep.
This is just how I think just the frustration bubbling up a little bit. Javi scuffling.
That's a fair ball. They get one, and that'll be it.
Double play. Came off the bag. Double play. Double play.
And,
broke the rules. Came off the bag.
Here come the Pirates, and here come the Cubs. And look good for Javi. I think Javi's saying, guys, no big deal.
Yeah, they're making peace. Meanwhile, everybody comes from the bullpen, comes sprinting into the fray, only to be told, "Don't worry, boys, you're not needed."
So this clearly, and is Josh Harrison kind of yapping at somebody?
If I'm Joe, I say you got to peel. I would say check him. He slid late and he wasn't able to maintain contact with the base. Now Joe hates that rule, but if the rule works out for you.
Looked to me like Javi kind of tried to calm things down at some point. I'm with you.
He's out.
He's got to stay on the bag. Yeah,
and,
Joe.
And the only reason he didn't is because he didn't go further through is because he bumped into Javi. I think that should be a double play.
Totally with you. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to take a look.
Yeah, I think he's going to be out. I don't know if it's related to Monday or not. Once the bench is cleared,
and that's what happens when you had the incident the other night and the way it got blown up. Now everything that happens on the field, there's going to be questions as to what the intent was.
This is a crew chief review, so this was not a Joe Madden generated challenge. So they're going to tell both managers first. They're saying it's not a reviewable play.
Is it not crew chief reviewable, and Joe would have to issue a
That's what I'm
challenge,
thinking.
perhaps? And now we're issuing warnings to each bench about knockdown pitches.
Ground ball towards second base. Kinsler's got it. To Simmons for one on to first. Light that baby up as the Angels turn the game-ending double play. It's a 6-0 shutout victory. A little argument there at second base, and the bench is clear. But a win for the Angels.
A hard slide at second base. It's not unusual with Odor there, and this is getting a little bit testy right now. Well, the Angels remember that slide a couple different times over the years.
Let's go back and take a look at the play. Clearly, Andrelton Simmons not happy with it. And he did go out to try to kick.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about this the other day.
Rizzo.
With Anthony Rizzo. You cannot veer out of the way.
And you go with that. And he got him right in the shin with that.
Exactly. So you know what? If they don't turn that double play, that's a play that Mike Scioscia can have reviewed.
Hernandez bangs a base hit to the opposite field. Kemp headed for the plate. Mazara's throw up the line. And he is out. The benches are clearing after the collision. Unless the catcher is in the act of fielding the ball, he has to give a path to home.
The bunt is down, and Hicks has a play at second. Oh, man. They hold on at second base, and right now Munoz can't feel his left hand. Now the bench is clear.
Well, I don't understand this. This is like the third time this week I've seen the same scenario. They need to call timeout and run an interpreter out there so Munoz can get his say. I don't think he was trying to break it up. I think he was just trying to slide. I think there's a 100% miscommunication right there.
And, of course, there were no punches thrown. Guys from the bullpen actually had to get up and run. And no damage done.
And the Nats have been shut out again.
Sergio Romo screaming at Michael A. Taylor. The dugouts are clearing right here. We got action.
Adam Eaton comes charging out, and some Rays come out to meet him. And this goes back to the incident in D.C.
Yeah, I think the Nats were up by 7, and Michael A. Taylor stole third, and now we got all kinds of action going on here. Romo lost his mind. He started screaming at Taylor. He started screaming at the Nats dugout.
And right to Reyes. Freeze beats it out, and a really good slide by Harrison.
Good slide by Harrison, going in hard.
And now, in 2018, people don't think that that's not good baseball, and here comes some shouting.
I'm guessing somebody must have been chirping at Josh Harrison, because it wasn't Cabrera. Cabrera came and gave him a hug.
And these are the two participants talking to one another. Hey, that's fine. Ricky Bonas, the bullpen coach of the Mets, out there.
Yeah, we got to find out who was doing the chirping to Josh Harrison.
I'm surprised the dugouts and bullpens cleared so quickly. Wow.
I mean, as a middle infielder, you know that the guys, especially a guy like Josh Harrison, is going to come in hard to try to break up a double play. I don't know if it was Familia doing the talking or what.
Joey Votto's groove yet. And from what we've seen over the last few years, I mean, it almost always is the second half of the season.
Well, he's jawing right now with Roberto Ortiz, and keep in mind he was tossed from yesterday's game after he is still jawing. Not showing up, Ortiz. Oh, he's still talking. Oh, Ortiz must be talking back. Pratt's now having some words with Joey. Now they're in each other's face. Here come the benches. They're going to clear. Votto takes his helmet off. The discussion heats up even more. And now they're going to step in between. Couple of heated days from Joey Votto. He got ejected from yesterday's game.
Well, you know, I can't tell you what happened, but what I would suggest happened right there is that Votto complained about the strike. He took a little longer to get in the batter's box. And Pratt said something like, just get in the box. I mean, it happens all the time.
Yep.
On the edge, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Adam Eaton. 2 for 2 tonight.
Their notes say Joe Musgrove for tomorrow.
And Francisco Cervelli goes for a stroke.
Are they fighting here? We got action.
Benches, dugouts clearing here. They've opened the bullpen door, and those guys have 400 plus to come.
I think Eaton was disputing the strike call, which was a borderline strike, and continued to jaw about it. And Cervelli eventually had enough, and I'm not sure if Eaton said something to Cervelli or whatever. Usually Cervelli's passive until until you cross the line, and then he'll be right there. And he kind of scolded Eaton, it looked like.
So everybody dispersing.
Oh, wait a minute. A balk. A balk will send Dozier to the plate with the go-ahead run.
Wow. Well, you see it. It was set up here. Dozier knowing that the shift is on. There it was. He points it out. You can see that back foot not stepping off properly.
And now we've got Escobar being intercepted by Sucre. And now the dugout's empty. And the bullpen side by side.
Yeah, everybody's coming in.
Making their entry.
You know, Escobar, I think he's a little hot.
And Cash was hot.
Yeah. You know, here we go. Ray's obviously not happy with a lot of things going on here.
And strike 3 call. Escobar out of there to retire the side. Now it's going to start again. Escobar came walking across the field. The Rays were leaving the field. And Escobar starts it. I think he was going after Cole.
I do too. I don't know what's going on here. I think Escobar said a couple things. A little fire into the Rays dugout.
Umpires breaking up their huddle. Molitor had been out there.
There you see it. Services are no longer needed. I mean, I agree with this. You know, if you're basically walking toward the other dugout looking for something to get into, that's what should happen.
So Escobar ejected from this game.
Watson home with a 1-1 pitch that Puig fouls back. His reaction tells you he thinks he had one to hit there.
It was a high breaking ball that was kind of up and flat.
Puig and Hundley coming together. Hundley shoves him. Puig returns the ball, and the bench is clear. Now it's George Lombard and Nick Hundley. Bob Guerin restraining Yasiel Puig. The bullpens have joined the picture.
Yasiel gets upset with himself when he misses a pitch, and he's a little bit animated, but it's nothing offensive to the opposing team. It's just, he's just upset with himself. He didn't stare out at Watson. I don't think he gave any lip to Hundley.
So Hundley started the conversation. And Hundley, it was actually Puig that delivered the first push. No surprise, Yasiel Puig's been thrown out of the game. By Bruce's reaction there, that leads you to believe that Hundley has 2.
Acuna's hit 12 homers, 24 RBIs, and 25 runs scored leading off. And he got smoked on the very first pitch. Chad Fairchild right out in front of the plate. Acuna tosses the helmet down, and now in a crouch on the third base line. The very first pitch of the game nails Ronald Acuna Jr. And now the Braves are coming out of their dugout looking at Urania. And now both benches are going to empty.
Brad Snitker's leading the charge.
I don't blame Snip for being mad right here. And I'll tell you what, if the umpire, Chad Fairchild, he should be tossed right here, Joe.
Absolutely he should. Absolutely he should. Meanwhile, Acuna is being tended to on the first, right there. Both sides were concerned about this before it happened. Both sides. Marlins too.
The very first pitch of this ball game hits Acuna flush. And let's see where.
Right on the elbow.
Yep.
Just above it.
Absolutely brutal.
George is motioning to the dugout for something.
And Acuna just flipped his arm pad onto the mound right at the feet of Urania. And Snitker is still hollering at Urania. Walt Weiss is out there too. Now the Marlins are coming back out.
I don't blame. I tell you what, right now, there's EY. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys, this is your young superstar right here.
Yeah.
It's like in hockey when you got your stud, you got guys around him that are going to protect him, and I like to see this. I don't blame Snip.
Bryant, I think, got tossed by Paul Noward.
Shoved Anderson. This is not over.
No, it's not.
And
but you know what?
It's going to be more. And they just threw him out. And the warning issued. Yep.
I don't think they threw Urania out.
They threw somebody out. They thought he pointed at him.
I think they did. I think they threw Urania out of the game. And because the umpires know exactly what could take place here, Urania's been thrown out of the game and warnings have been issued. Time is called.
coming in.
Acuna's coming in. He signaled to the bench, and the second base umpire, Carlos Torres, noticed something. And it's looking like Acuna's not going to be able to continue.
I'll tell you this right here. I bet you after he got hit, Joe, the adrenaline took over. He said, okay, I'm okay. And you get hit right on that little bone right there, it deadens it. And I guarantee you right now it's just dead. He can't really feel his arm.
See if he challenges Braun. The 2-0 inside. Heffler trying to hit him there. I mean, there'd be no reason. Ryan Braun saying so far off the plate, and he's feeling the same thing, and the benches start to pour out here. Nick Hundley gets between Braun and Bumgardner, who's barking back.
Brewers are out, Giants are not. Yeah, I mean, he's had such impeccable control the whole game, and all of a sudden now he's instead of 4 balls, if he figures, well, if I hit him, I hit him. I don't think he had any intention of pitching to Braun there. He was thinking about Jonathan Scope, who was on the on-deck circle the whole time.
Bruce Bochy on his way to the mound. Not sure if this is a mound visit or not. The Giants don't have anybody warming in their bullpen. I think Bochy If the home plate umpire is going to talk to his pitcher, I think he wants to be a part of the conversation.
Kind of a polite disagreement between Bumgarner and Braun. He got him on the jersey.
And as far as Braun stands away from the plate, there's no way Bumgarner's not trying to hit him there, in my opinion.
Craig Counsell wants to see if the umpire issued a warning.
Well, the stage is set now. Bases loaded. And if there was ever a... Oh, Craig Counsell just got tossed. That went from...
He couldn't believe it.
DEFCON 1 to DEFCON 5 quickly.
My goodness. What was that?
And he's talking about a warning. He says, if you issued a warning on that, I couldn't make out the rest. But obviously that puts the Brewers in a tough spot.
I can't believe he threw him out, number one. I mean, that's ridiculous. He was down at the dugout. He just upset about the warning issue. I don't know. Craig Counsell's not one to get too overly aggressive with umpires.
This is as mad as Counsell has been all year, and he is letting Tom Hallion have it, and Hallion's giving it right back to him.
Well, it has an effect on both teams when umpires issue warnings like that. It's so subjective. Once you issue a warning, whether a guy gets thrown out if you hit somebody, it affects both. That's what Craig Counsell's upset about.